I'm part of the film festival. How brilliant to see a full house. It's really great. First up, I'd like to welcome our host for this evening, the person who will be asking the questions, a great filmmaker, a local hero. He's the co-chair of the board of the Belfast Film Festival, and of course, he's wonderful, Brian Henry Martin. And next, you know, when you look back at film history, you love film history, I love film history, and there are certain times when actors come along and they change their medium, or they bring a new authenticity or realism in the medium. And you look at the 1930s, and Jimmy Cagney came along, and look what he did. And you look at the 1950s, and Anna Magnani came along, the great actress, you know, Oscar winner, and she brought a new realism, a new excitement to the screen. And then when you look at the 1960s, somebody like Albert Finney came along and brought a new intensity, a new realism to the screen. And then in the 1990s, somebody else came along and he brought a new realism, a new intensity to the screen. And guess what? He's here tonight. Can you believe it? We are so honoured and so thrilled to welcome to the stage somebody who's a great artist and who's really cared passionately about cinema. He also happens to be a fantastically lovely human being. Please raise the roof for Mr. Robert Carlyle.
Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, Robert is here to receive a special award. It's the highest award that the film festival can garner. It is the Belfast Film Festival BFI Outstanding Award in Cinema, and this is it. And this goes to Mr. Robert Carlyle. Well, welcome, Robert. Welcome to Belfast. You're very welcome. This event sold out in one day. That's how popular you are in this city. And this fantastic audience here have been sending in questions. So we're going to include some of their questions as we go along. And if we have time at the end, obviously we can have some comments from you as well. And we're going to see some clips and we're going to enjoy this evening. Robert, just to start off with, I mean, we think of Glasgow as a big Belfast. Do you think of Belfast as a big Glasgow?
Anyway, first of all, it's going to just say thank you very much for this, by the way. You're really touched and honoured to receive that. Thank you.
Very well. Yeah.
In a way, yes, I guess it is. It's kind of like that. And whenever I'm here, it feels like a home from home, that's for sure.
And I mean, there are many similarities. Shipbuilding, of course. Hard men. Even tougher women. Celtic and Rangers. There are a lot of similarities. But when did you first come here? Like, when was your first kind of sense of Belfast be?
I can't even remember. I'm so old, I can't remember what the year it was. A long time ago. I did theatre here. I did some touring over here. A couple of times with a couple of different theatre companies from Glasgow. And I toured around all of Northern Ireland, in fact. And but particularly here in Belfast. So that would have probably been sometime in the late 80s.
Wow. And what were the audiences like, say, compared to tonight?
Smaller than this. Just the same as it was back home. No difference really from at all at that time. The kind of the way the audiences were, the way they kind of reacted and related to the shows that we were doing. So very, very similar.
And of course, you made a few films in Ireland. You made The Mighty Celt here in Belfast, and then Angela's Ashes, of course. So, what were those experiences like working here?
Mighty Celt was a nice experience. Pierce Elliott, who directed that, was a lovely guy. And I suppose I was able to go more in the heart of Belfast really in that film. And of course, there's the troubles that you've had over here, long and varied. But that was kind of obviously my first time. I was going to be able to see that, be sort of and amongst that. So that was an incredible experience. Angela's Ashes is an entirely different type. Like most of it in actual fact was shot in the south.
Yeah.
But of course that's a different thing, and also I kind of look back into the past as well in Ireland. So two entirely different things.
And what about the accent, Robert? How hard is it to get even the northern accent, do you think?
You want me to do it now?
Go on.
I think the northern ones is not so difficult really, because we speak in Glasgow. It's Ulster Scots, it's called.
Yeah.
It's actually what we all speak, all in Northern Ireland. We all speak that, so it's kind of easy to slide into that type of thing. And of course in the south it's a little bit more difficult. It's an entirely different accent really, but it's something much more gentle, a gentle kind of tone. But I'm always at home when I'm playing people from Ireland. Much it's not easy, but when you're speaking that way for a while, you fall into it.
Well, Robert, this award obviously was for your outstanding work in cinema, which we will look at tonight. But we also salute your work off screen. You've done a lot of work for charities around the world. You do a lot of work for kids in very difficult situations, and we do salute you for that. But tell us about kind of growing up in Glasgow in the 60s, because here you are, with this fantastic career that we're celebrating tonight. But I mean, what was it like kind of growing up at that time? And what was your kind of thought of what you may actually go on to be in life?
Wow. Well, probably the last thing I thought I was going to be was an actor, that's for sure. There was no history of acting or theatre. I'd never been in theatre when I was younger, not at all. So the notion of becoming an actor would have been alien to me at that time. I can't tell you, when I was this doesn't really tell anybody anything nowadays, but my mother left when I was a wee boy. I was only 3, and my father brought me up on his own. And he used to, that period from 3-year-old to probably 10, he would go to the cinema 3, 4, 5 times a week. And back then, you were able to go in to watch the movie, and you could actually watch it all the way through again. They wouldn't even throw you out. So our living conditions back then was dirt poor. So it was always cosier and warmer than a cinema. So this kind of world here, this is what I grew up in places like this, and I kind of grew to love it. So that I was kind of, I suppose, attracted to it back then, but no notion really of being an actor. Maybe a notion of being a cowboy. That would be something but it wasn't really about acting. That came an awful lot later.
And when did that come? Like, what was the thing, or what was the moment where you kind of said, I could be an actor?
Genuinely, I don't know if it was any one specific thing that did it. A friend of mine was getting involved in drama when I was probably around about 18, 19, something like that. And he was going to this place called the Glasgow Arts Centre in Glasgow. And this is the truth. There's a very kind of PC thing to say that he said, well, there's a lot of good looking women here, so you should. And he was right, So it was all filled with girls, girls wanted to be actresses and stuff like that. Very few guys. There was very little competition, which was great for me. So I kind of sat there for about maybe 3 or 4 months in this place. I used to go twice a week. And there was a woman there called Maggie Kinloch. I tell you, without Maggie Kinloch, I'm not sitting here right now at all. And she came up to me one of these nights and she said, what are you doing? I said, I'm just with my pal. She said, well, do you know what, you come up and join in? Because they were doing it improvisational type stuff. And I was like, nah, no interested, And she said, well, you have to leave then. I was like, just kind of harsh, but probably true. So I was kind of chippy back then. I went, fuck it, okay. Walked towards the door, and as I go towards the door, she went, hey, what? She said, are you just going to walk out? I said, well, you just told me to go. And she said, well, you can either you can use that one way or the other. You can sort of take that as, a challenge, or you can't walk out the door. So it's the word challenge. Challenge, okay. I fancy a challenge. So I did. So I wasn't that particular night, but I came back again. I think it was the 3rd or 4th time after that. I got up and they were improvising. I can't even remember what it was. It was improvising something or other, and it was funny. And I spoke, and people laughed. They laughed, and it was like a drug. Wow, I like this. This is good. And there was some kind of acceptance for me in this arena for the first time. I've never told that story before.
Well, we thank you for And what was the reaction then when you said that you wanted to be an actor? Like, what was your dad's reaction to this? What was your kind of friend's reaction?
My friend's reaction was like, what are you talking about? What do you mean? There was kind of no reaction. He thought it was stupid or taking the piss or whatever. But my dad was great, he was, he was shocked as well, because I was painting at the time, I was painting and decorating at the time. And that's what my father had done, that's what my grandfather had done, everybody had done that. So that's what I should do. So when I kind of broke this to my father, he said, okay, he said, well, hey, son, I'll back you up, I don't know what to do, But I don't think he was entirely sure. I can tell you this is a nice story. This is years, cut to years and years and years and years and years and years later. At this point, I've done bonding on that at this point. And I remember Dad said to me one night, he said, "You're doing all right, sonny." Things are going okay, you know. And I said, "Aye." And he said, "So things are fine, eh?" I knew he was something on his mind. I said, "Things are going to be okay." "How?" And he said, "Well," he said, "Look," and he went into this drawer and he pulled out this book, and it was like a blank book. He said, when you told me that you were going to become an actor," he said, "I wasn't too sure how that was going to go." He says, "So I put a wee bit of money away for you." He says, "Just in case it wasn't going to work out," he says, "so I'll get you a wee set of ladders and some brushes." And he went like that, and he showed us this cash. There's 300 quid, right? It was in this thing. Now for my dad, that was a lot of money, you know, at the time. And he sort of showed us this £300. I was like, "Oh, you know." I said, "Damn man, we're going to spend that tomorrow." So that's what my dad thought about it, but he had a wee contingency.
Well, we were very fortunate last year, if anyone was here, to have Ken Loach on this stage, and that was a great night for us. And I know he played a big part in your early career. This is a question from the audience to do with Ken. So this is from another Ken McNeely, who says, "First of all, thank you, Robert, for all your fantastic work portraying all kinds of characters over the years. I'm happy to have you back in Europe again." Are we still in Europe? Yes, we are. We're just about in Europe. But what he asks is, what are your memories of working on Riff Raff with Ken Loach, and would you agree that it's still a very relevant piece of work?
Oh, I think it's definitely a relevant piece of work, there's no doubt. I think it's the kind of the notion of the itinerant building site worker is, you know, still going to this very day. You see them all over the place. You know, a lot of them coming from different parts of Europe as well. Stevie, the character I played, could be, you know, Vlad or whatever, but these guys exist for sure. But Ken was it was brand new to me really. I'd done a little bit of telly, I think, before Riff Raff. Riff Raff was my first. No, I'd been in a film or two, but small. Just for certainly the first lead part, and it was extraordinary, really. You know, the way that he works is like no one else. No one works like Ken Loach, because you don't first things is you don't get a script, which is odd, you know, in terms of most filmmaking. You get a notion, you get an idea, you get a name, you get what he does is what you get that. And then the whole thing is kind of improvised, seemingly improvised from then on in. Of course, at the end of the filming process, he will produce the script and go, bang, there you go. And you look at this thing and you go, there's a lot of the stuff you've said. And yeah, I don't necessarily, he's like a magic, you know, he's a magician. He's a master in the most beautiful way, manipulator. He can put you in a situation where you can only really say the things that he wants you to say, almost, in a sense. It's a very difficult thing to explain unless you've been through that process. Even for actors, it's hard to understand. But you will, for instance, very, very quickly, you and I in a scene, you know, we're in a cafe, right, or whatever it is, and say we're in this situation. So we go, bang, stop. You know. So I'll say, God, that was a bit warm, you know, and you say, well, ask for some more, and blah, blah, blah. So we go on for about 5 minutes like this. Ken will come up and he'll go, okay. What did you say about the water? So I says it was a bit warm, and we go, right, away you go. Better keep that. So you start next time, water's a bit warm. And so then it goes like this. Yes. So he'll come back in every couple of minutes and go, what did you say? So you go, right, I'll keep that. So it's sometimes a long process. We can, the most takes I've done maybe about 46 takes in a scene. So it can wear you down, there's no doubt about that. But through that, he just doesn't want to tell you to say it. He wants that to come from you. He wants you to find that truth, you know, because it is such a false thing that we do. And trying to kind of keep any kind of reality in it is very, very tough, very difficult. So Ken's way of doing that is to kind of grind you down into a corner that you can only say, wasn't that long.
Well, that was 1991, and then you later worked with Ken again in 1996 on Carla's Song, where you played this Glaswegian bus driver who falls in love and then goes off to war in kind of Nicaragua. What was your experience working on Carla's Song?
I loved Carla's Song for many, many different reasons. Of course, it was, for those of you that don't know what the film's about, it's bus driver, I play a Glasgow bus driver, and he meets Nicaraguan, almost refugee person in the streets of Glasgow, dancing in the streets of Glasgow, and he becomes kind of besotted by this girl, and he wants to kind of somehow look out for her, look after her, and take her, take him into his life. So half of the film's in Glasgow, and the other half of the film's in Nicaragua. So Ken Loach, it's all about surprises and tricks and stuff like that. First thing was for me, he phoned me up and he said, "Do you want to come do this film?" "Yeah, you're a bus driver." Fucking better learn to drive a bus. First thing so again, I managed to do that. Learn to drive a bus, passed the test, and all this kind of thing. And then I found out, of course, that when I passed it, they were all in Nicaragua filming at the time that I was there. There was this eruption took place in Nicaragua because if I hadn't passed that test, the film was no more. Because Glasgow Council had said there is no way we're letting an actor jump on a bus unless he knows what he's actually doing. So all the stuff if you ever see the film on me driving the streets is all real and true.
Well, this is great because we have a clip of you driving the bus. So we're going to see a clip from Carla's Song, directed by Ken Loach, and then another clip from Ravenous, directed by Antonia Bird, that we can talk about when we come back. Okay, so here, this is clip one. Thank you.
Unexpected, my God. Ticket, please. The ticket. I must see your ticket, please. Where shall be the ticket? You have no money? No money, no. It's the fence. I can get the police here, you understand police? You understand police?
No.
But there must be something that you have that can show you. You have no identification, you're telling me you've got on the bus with no money, no ticket, no identification. You must have some means of showing me who you are, where you.
You're shy, look, it's only 45 pence, leave the last in line.
Oh no.
You're taking them.
No. I've got you this time, smart.
Well, don't take it on her.
What's your name, miss? Your full name? Just give me your.
You wasn't in a school, you should just even understand what you're
Just take it
saying.
back in your cabin,
I'm
right?
not going any fuck all, Karen, you should just understand what you're saying.
I'll ask you one more time. What is your full name? Give me your full name. I'm the police. I'm telling you, right?
You enjoying it?
You get nothing to do with this. Just you get back in your cabin.
You enjoying it?
If you don't get back in your cabin, you're in trouble, sir.
I'm in trouble. I'm in trouble. I thought she was in trouble.
I'm reporting you, sir. You're in trouble. You're in trouble.
I tell you, my God, this is fucking embarrassing, by the way. These people know this.
I think that's terrible.
That's terrible. You listening to this woman? That's terrible.
Just you get back in your cabin, driver. I'm warning you. It's the last time.
Oh, miserable. Crack me. Hey, darling. Hey, what's your noise in front of the bus? Here, Mr. John, please. No, you fucking baldy bastard.
found your private breakup then. Or what was left of him. You didn't finish. Well, I can't blame you. He was tough. But then, a good soldier ought to be. You know, not that long ago, I couldn't do that. Could barely take a breath without coughing up a pint of blood. Tuberculosis. That along with fierce headaches, depression, suicidal ambition. I was in pretty horrible shape. In fact, I was on my way to a sanatorium to convalesce, more likely to die. When en route, this Indian scout told me a curious story. Man eats the flesh of another. He steals his strength. He absorbs the other man's spirit. Well, I just had to try. Consequently, I ate the scout first, and you know, he was absolutely right. I grew stronger.
So you've obviously worked with some great directors, but the late great Antonia Bird, explain to us about her and what was so special about her.
Antonia Bird, who directed Ravenous there, she was a tremendous influence on me. I did 4 films with Antonia. The very first one, that probably is the best one to talk about, a film called Safe, which is about homelessness in London, sort of cardboard city, stuff as it was down there in the 90s. And she'd seen Rough Rap films. She was of course it's the thing when you work with people like Ken Loach, then you got to work with Ken Loach type directors as well. It's the great things, that circuit. So she was kind of interested in working with me because of that. So this film, this character that was playing in Safe was a insane kind of guy, and he was. It was very, very difficult because she cast all and about me. He was the leader of a pack of homeless kids, basically, and all around about him, she cast like real homeless people, stuff like that. And it was like it's typical Antonia. She's just a crazy kind of thing to attempt to do, and it's very, very hard for me to kind of get in the the rehearsals, should say, and the weeks 2 weeks to rehearse, which again only Antonia would have that. You don't get any rehearsal in film something nowadays. It was very, very difficult for me to control these kids, you know, because I was supposed to be the boss, the leader, but they were fuck off, running all over. So I didn't know what to do at all, you know, and I remember saying to Antonia, I don't think this is going to work, you know, I don't think I can do this, you know. And I said, this rehearsal thing's not working. She said, what do you want to do? I said, I don't want to be in here, you know. So I went away and I came up with this bizarre notion. I thought, well, I'm going to be homeless. I'm going to be on the street, and I did. So I took 27 pence, I remember, 27p and 2 fags, and I went into London to Waterloo. The Waterloo Arches, as they were, they're probably gone now. They're still there. And I thought, because I'd been past there a lot, I'd seen a lot of homeless there, and I thought, well, you know, this is where I'll make my home for a week and a bit. And so I went into one of these arches, pulled back the tarpaulin, and I was like, smell, it's just difficult, you know. And I sat in there, I lit one of the fags, and I was scared, you know, I was definitely scared. Finished the cigarette very quickly, lit the other one. I thought, well, if this, nobody comes in by the time I'm done with this cigarette, and I set them off. Halfway through, tarpaulin burst open, and these 2 guys come in. I was looking at this guy, what are you fucking doing in here? There's a glass of wax. So I just gave this bullshit story to this guy about why I was there, you know, and he was Jada, his name was, I always remember this guy Jada. And he was matted dreadlock kind of hair. You know, there's a kilt as well, and jeans and stuff. This kind of kilt. It's pathetic kind of sight, really. And his pal was just staring at me. He was the dangerous one. He was just kind of looking at me and set up. Anyway, so after about 10-15 minutes went by, he pulls out his pocket this bottle of milky looking liquid. And I think, what like that? He's a tea. What the fuck is this? So if I don't take it, I'm in trouble, you know. So, okay, I'm in trouble if I do. Trouble if I don't. So I took this stuff. I just felt my whole body going on fire. Just like it turned out in the end I found it was meths and milk. It was a tipple of choice. And I coughed and got something and they started laughing. I was like, you're alright, you're there, you guys. Anyway, so cut a long story short, I was there so for the week, entire week. I spent a week with these guys on the street. And Antonia had me, she thought I was probably gone. So any other director or would have said, well, this guy's away, we'll replace this guy, cast someone else. But she accepted that, you know, she accepted that. She wasn't even looking for me. I wasn't even in touch with my agent, nothing. I was gone, I was lost in the street for this week, 10 days even. And then I went back to my friend's flat where I had been staying. And fuck has been? People call me and this, that. So so eventually there was a schedule had arrived at this point, kind of thing. And I got Antonia's number and said, well, it's okay, I'll be back. And that's all I said, kind of thing. So she kind of said to me, it's all right. And I turned up, I went to a hairdresser and they told me to dreadlocks and stuff in my hair and stuff like that. And I went to a charity shop, got these, I dressed like Jada basically. I thought, well, that's who I'm going to be. And I turned up eventually on the first night filming to do it as Jada. You know, and the producer tried to get me taken off the set. I'm in this. So through Antonia accepting that, Antonia working with me on that led to again me being here. And she was just wonderful, and she understood. She's so understanding. She loved actors. She loved people. But she certainly loved that. She put her arm around me so many times, you know. And then subsequently, since then, I worked with her in 4 other films. And tragically, she passed away about, God, I don't know. It seems like yesterday I was